Hello, everybody. Jess Lohse, another weekly update for September 13th. It is Friday the 13th, 2024. And with that, before I forget, we've got a couple birthdays on our staff coming up next week. Christine Wagner, our Director of Communications, her birthday's on, I believe it's Tuesday the 17th. And then Laura Jezik, our kind of do everything person behind the scenes on, whether getting people into the LMS, managing this website, all those things. Her birthday's coming up the day after on Wednesday, the 18th. So if you're talking with either one of those or you have a reason to, wish them a happy birthday. And, I'm sure they'll extend it beyond just the day into the birthday week, as people like to do. But beyond that, it was a busy week here at SBCA. We participated in the Framing the American Dream project down in Austin, Texas. It was hot, but not as hot as it could have been. So for a northerner like me, it was a little toasty, but I think it was better than what it could have been, which I'm kind of thankful for. Did not get too much of a sunburn. But beyond that, it was a great week to really see, being able to compare and contrast stick framing versus components, how they do things in Texas. Obviously, it's a huge market, so we are trying to make an impact there, trying to drive change to components for the betterment of our industry, our component manufacturers, and our suppliers. So it's really one of those things that we are trying to make that effort. But one of the things that really stuck out to me is the quality, the difference, and the component erected house, just seeing how the nails and what missed, what didn't, and, I had to hunt for, QC errors in the panels, and I didn't see anything in the trusses. But when I went to the stick frame, I had a lot of questions from load path to, did any of the nails in the sheathing make it into the studs? Why are they notching out supporting members for ridge beams, that sort of stuff, all kinds of different questions when it comes to stick frame. And I think it really comes back to us as proponents of components to raise the bar for the quality expectation and what should be a quality home, what should be done by default, not just getting by. And if it gets by an inspection, okay, well, is that good enough? Obviously, the economics of things are going to dictate most of it, but I think that there's an influence there that we can have to say, hey, quality with components is superior. But you'll see all kinds of stuff coming out of this from us. We're going to continue the study into the HVAC, the electrical, the plumbing, understand, and we had never done that before. Like, what are the use of components? How does that impact the downstream trades? Obviously, if we're going to use components, we need some upstream accountability with the foundations. They can't, go wherever that they want. They need to be, per the plan. And that's one of the things that the builder can help drive that accountability. And those that have done it elsewhere in the country, that's what they say has to happen. And you incentivize them. You tell them what tolerance is. Sometimes it's just the communication of what is acceptable, what is not, and being able to have that feedback loop, which I've talked about in other areas. But beyond that, it was a great week. A lot of great people. Thank you for everybody that came out and did all kinds of different things. A lot of people made this happen. Sean Shields did a great job getting things coordinated from SBCA staff. I would be remiss if I tried to list everybody that had a part in it, because there's just too many people to name, but a lot of great, great folks that really made this happen. It was great to see. And hopefully we're able to move the needle in Texas and elsewhere with components. Beyond that, we've got BCMC coming up. I'm sure you've heard about it by now, the 7th through the 11th of October. A lot of great things happening that week. Tuesday, the 8th, we're going to have our SBCA dinner. It's going to support the foundation. There's going to be a live auction. There's going to be a great dinner. We're going to give out some awards. We're going to recognize some folks throughout the year, recognize our top Cord Club members. So all kinds of great things happening that night to really get us kicked off. I know a lot of people come in Monday, and there'll be some stuff to have some fun, but really getting down to business, with the roundtables. Also, the education sessions are lined up to be great. Ashley's been putting in a lot of hard work there with the education committee, with Tony and Shawnee and others. But really, it's one of those that it's going to be a great week. Now, our numbers, we're coming off of some really recent highs from I'm talking pre-downturn. So I don't know if we're going to get all the way there, but you could help us out. You could attend, make sure you be there and see if we get close to those numbers. I think we're tracking to be close. So it should be a robust attendance from the CMs, the framers. The supply side is really coming out. They are, I think they're hungry for some business. So you should be able to have conversations on the show floor with the people in the booth if you want to. Beyond that, a lot of fun things else happening besides just the dinner. There's going to be the golf outing. There's going to be a 5K, a bike ride. a lot of things for a lot of different people. There's going to be a woman in construction breakfast type, get together. I think I've heard some ideas. Molly's putting that together on, a couple Q&A type stuff. So that'll be interesting to see how that comes off. So looking forward to that. But really, it's going to be a great show floor. It's going to be great to, catch up with a lot of people, understand what's going on, seeing what people are bringing to market, incremental change. And there might be some brand new stuff. We've got our innovation zone that, kind of talk a lot about different things there. But beyond that, it should be great. So if you've not yet made plans, I suggest you do so that October 7th to the 11th. Show up for a day, show up for 2 days, whatever it is that you can fit in, but drive in, fly in, train. I actually took the train to BCMC, I think once or twice in Milwaukee. The station is like 2 blocks from the Hilton Hotel. So if you ask the taxi driver to take you there, he gets a little upset. Don't ask me how I know, but we can talk about that in Milwaukee, maybe over a cheese curd or two. But beyond that, happy birthday, Christine. Happy birthday, Laura. Have a great week. Enjoy Friday the 13th. Hopefully you're not superstitious. And if you are, cross your fingers, and put your peaks up and press on, and we will talk to you all a little bit later.